What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be covering the Lucid earnings report that is going to be coming out tomorrow, August 3rd. So stay tuned because in this video we'll be talking about exactly why the stock price ran up 6%, what happened compared to Tesla, as well as what I think will happen tomorrow during the earnings call, some things that I'm looking for. We'll go over my expectations and we're going to see if I'm really right or if I'm really wrong. So let's go ahead and jump over to the iPad and see exactly what's going on. All right. So here we've got, this is Lucid. I kind of cut off the top of it here, but as you can see, Lucid was up 6.4% today. Now I was looking all over and there wasn't any kind of fundamental things that were causing Lucid to run up the way it is, but congratulations to all the Lucid investors. Lucid is now above $19 again. So it's fun to see that. So let's continue on. Tesla was only up 1.1% today, so that's why it's kind of peculiar. It's like, whoa, why is Lucid up the way it is when Tesla was only up 1%? Usually, it's not uncommon for Tesla to kind of be the EV leader of all the companies. I did a little bit of digging, and Tesla did run up slightly before their earnings. So I don't know if this is really good news for Lucid earnings, if they're going to beat expectations, or if people are just like we have seen quite a bit of a risk on rally going into the market lately. So I would not be surprised if people are betting on Lucid right now to hopefully beat expectations when it comes to earnings. Some good news. Maybe if somebody knows something, I don't know. But overall, we're going to talk about exactly what to expect in their earnings tomorrow. So let's get started. Let's talk about my personal expectations. My personal expectations is that Lucid will have 450 cars delivered. Now, what this means is it's going to be interesting because it means the second half of the year they're going to have to kick butt. So let me go ahead and pull up actually what I had written down earlier. So last quarter they had Q1 they had 360. So 360, then they'll have 450. That'll bring them to a total of 810 deliveries. So if they have a total of 810 deliveries, that means that they're still fairly off compared to where they should be. So that's going to be a cause for concern. That's kind of going to lead me into the next point here. If they really, but that's the thing is like, that's still a 25% increase. Now, a lot of you actually did agree with my analysis that I did a little bit earlier regarding what I think will happen to Lucid and their deliveries. So I could totally be wrong on this, but in like still a 25% uptick in during a recession and during when we had ongoing problems with the war in Ukraine. And we do know that Lucid is different from Tesla in the fact that Lucid will not put out a vehicle that is like not close to perfect. So where Tesla may push over for quantity over quality, Lucid definitely, Peter Rawlinson refuses to push from, he wants quantity over quality. Sorry, he wants quality over quantity. Sorry, I just got back from a Europe trip. I was up for like 26 hours, and then I slept for 6 hours, and then I worked all day, and I've been studying all night just about the economy. And I'll have a couple of really interesting videos coming out soon. But nonetheless, let's keep talking Lucid. So if I get my words mixed up, that's why. So we have 810 deliveries here. That's still 21. That's my prediction after this. Now, I would love to see if we beat 450 cars delivered. I know we've seen a lot of cars in the parking lots, although from the pictures we've not seen like a ton of cars leaving the parking lot. Now, it's totally easy that we only get like 3 or 4 shots a week of the parking lot. So maybe they're cycling through cars faster than we expect. But my personal expectation, 450 cars, 810 deliveries, and that's 25% up. And that will I think that they'll have 900 produced. So I would not be surprised if they have a total of 900 cars produced, but less about 50% deliveries. That's about what Rivian was running. We're going to see if my prediction is true. If Lucid is behind Rivian by 1/4, meaning like this will probably, I'm calling that this will be the bottom of Lucid's earnings reports. And in my opinion, it is very possible that we see everything in terms of their expectations when it comes to revenue, when it comes to EPS, when it comes to everything like that. After this quarter, it would not surprise me to see Q3 beat, Q4 beat, and etc. until we run into some higher ramping issues. Next thing I want to know about is layoffs. We've seen a lot of companies start laying off. We've seen Tesla lay off. We've seen Rivian lay off. We've even seen Robinhood. I think I know it's completely unrelated, but the fact is that Robinhood's laying off like I think it was either 23 or 27% of their workforce. So absolutely insane amount of layoffs that are happening. But layoffs are not a bad thing. It's a good indicator that smart companies are actually in an economic downturn finding a way to reduce the excess spending of their company, whether it be, hey, like we don't need as many salaried employees, like let's like increase our hourly but not increase our salary. So even if we hear that they pause hiring, that's still better than I would not be mad to hear that they paused hiring. So keep that in mind. All right. I am predicting that there's a 75% chance that they revise down deliveries, because if they only have 810 delivered, then that means they're 11,000 off, more than 11,000 off if they're trying to hit 12,000. So because I think the last time they revised was 12 to 14,000 deliveries, and the last quarter before this quarter for Rivian revised down as well. So would not be surprised if Lucid revised down. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure Rivian revised down last quarter, and they kept like in Q1, and I think they kept their. I know that they kept their outlook for Q2. Sorry, Q4. They revised down a quarter ago, and Lucid did not. I don't think. Now probably should have double checked that before I said that. But anyways, I would not be surprised. Like I still think that they would be wise to revise down unless they have a plan to get to 11,000 deliveries. If they have a plan, so be it. I would love to be wrong. That's why I have a 25% chance that they maintain. Of course, you want to see Lucid maintain, but if you're investing, or especially if you have a short-term position like a call option, this is just my opinion. So trade how you may. But if they revise down, obviously the stocks can react negatively. We'll be visiting the 16s and 17s again, maybe if they revise down. If they'll probably go down, yeah. Obviously, I don't know exactly how the market will react, but I do. Obviously, you do know that if they do revise down, their market will react negatively. So you can't really put a dollar or percentage on how much it'll go down, but definitely not a good sign if they have to revise down, just because they're behind their estimates, and analyst forecasts are going to be off. And if anything, it's going to be the algos selling, the algorithms. So reservations, my estimates, like I said, can't talk tonight. Reservations, my estimate is 35,000, which is 16.6% higher from the last quarter. Last quarter they ended with 31. They ended with 30,000 reservations. My prediction was 31,000 reservations. So I wasn't too far off there. And then the biggest thing I want to know, this will honestly probably cause me to buy the Lucid dip if this is said. If we hear the phrase the worst of the supply chains is over, or the supply chains are only getting better, or we have seen significant easing in the supply chains, this is cause, like even if they revise down, depending on how much they revise down, this may be something I really look at to consider if I want to consider buying the dip on Lucid, because we know that a lot of the finer things for Lucid, like the glass, the carpet, and things like that, have been issues. So I'm going to be absolutely curious to see if that. I really hope it's not. Just from everything that I've read, a lot of companies are saying that the supply chains have gotten significantly better. So I hope Lucid's in that boat. All right, guys. Well, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I know I didn't answer all of your guys' questions from what you guys left on my community post, but I'm back better than ever. I'm building out a mini studio, so hopefully the studio looks better from here, and I can just get better things. Hopefully you guys like the iPad today, and I'll bring you guys better analysis going forward. I spent a lot of my night studying the United States dollar. That'll be interesting, especially when they as you can see, let me show you guys. This was my research on the United States dollar tonight. So I'll have a video on my main channel, so subscribe to both channels if you want to see that. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing. I will be covering, like, no matter what, I'll be covering the earnings tomorrow. I more than likely won't be live on the earnings call, but we will definitely read the transcript. We will go over all the numbers. You'll get my reaction. We can probably go live tomorrow, and we can just go live from here, even if it's not real time. And we'll go over the transcript together. We'll highlight it, answer your guys' questions live, and yeah, it's been an absolute crazy last couple of weeks. I think I was traveling for 23 or 25 days. Jet lag still hasn't hit me, so that's going to be interesting to see when it does hit me. But hey, you can never have too many monsters, am I right? Just kidding. You gotta be safe with what you consume. All right, and if you guys do want notifications, like I did purchase 2 different kinds of stocks today. So if you do want updates on what I'm personally buying or what I'm personally selling, or if you just want to talk to me 24/7 access in Discord, check the link down below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. And like always, see you next time. Thanks for watching.